Hey everybody, of course, this is yours truly, Mixtape Ninja. Just here to bring an announcement. I know the title may cause a bit of shock or confusion or whatever. May just get a little bit of a what reaction out of you. But that's the whole reason why this video is a thing, is to explain this whole scenario and break it down for you guys, just so you guys can get a glimpse or an idea and an understanding of what is going on, just so you guys don't have to shit yourselves. I promise everything is going to be okay, okay? It's not as horrid as it may sound. Kick back, relax, pop yourself a sake or light yourself a blunt or whatever. Just do what you normally do for relaxation and just hear me out in the process. First thing I want to point out is no, I am not going to be ending my career right away, but I will soon eventually. And right here is where I get to the point. I have not lost the appeal by any means. The art of stop motion still very much appeals to me on the same level that it always has. Maybe even more now than before, actually. Maybe even more than when I first started doing it, actually. So yeah, I am still very, very much passionate about stop motion. I will most definitely always will be. God, I sound so monotone. Anyways, I even planned for how I actually want to end my stop motion career, thus being that I want to finish Shadow of the Vicious, because this is a series that is very important to me, and it has been holding me back for these past 2 years now because it's really a lot to do, and over time I actually have lost a lot of motivation because I work and everything. But ever since quarantine happened, I've been slowly feeling my motivation to actually do so get built right back up. And of course, the majority of you know that I actually just recently even uploaded Lord Garmadon vs. John Wick Side A. And yes, there will be a Side B coming. Right after this video, I actually plan to get to work on Side B of that video. And then right after that, I plan to either make a tutorial on action sequences, how I do them based on my personal experience and my personal preferences. And then, or I may just immediately get to working on SOTV episode 3, because I have not uploaded another episode of that for almost a year yet again, because I got lazy and my work only made things a hell of a lot worse. But yeah, quarantine is now giving me a second chance. So, praise, whatever, karma or whatever. I'm not very religious at all, but I will just say praise whatever brought me this sort of luck. So anyways, right after I finish Shadow of the Vicious, I will be doing a Lego Ninjago mini movie, and it won't really be directed towards kids, but it won't necessarily be directed towards adults either. It'll just kind of naturally just be whatever it turns out to be. But that's also another project I am really excited to start on, because it is not going to be like like anything else I've done before. And for those of you OGs or people who have at least been here since 2017 and been watching the channel for that long, the very last stop motion project I will be ever uploading to YouTube will involve the two iconic drunk losers, or whatever society may consider them as, those little drunkards. Yeah, anyways, Elon and Brutus are what I have decided to call them over these past few years. You may recognize them both from War on Pizzaism and Lego Samurai vs. Knight, and a couple other things. They were first introduced at the end of a stop motion I did back in 2017 when I returned to YouTube after a long year of dealing with a traumatic experience that I would rather not talk about. But anyways, So yeah, at the end of the remake I did for A Ninja's Summer Vacation, and they will be the ones closing off my channel, and afterwards, that will be when I decide to either rebrand this channel or I will create a separate channel to be doing a whole new thing and just having a fresh start on my YouTube career. Either way, I will be leaving everything up. Nothing will be privated because, you know, why would I do that? What would be the point in that when people will maybe wants to remember my channel for what it is, even though my channel's been dead for a couple years and it dies all the time because of all the dumb, stupid things, the non-stop motion videos that I do often that just really kill my channel. And I'm fully aware of that, but I'm hoping at least a few of you will remember what I did on this channel and just, you know, remember what you knew me for. Anyways, now that that's out of the way, the main reason why I want to end my stop motion career is because I want a more breathable lifestyle and do a lot of other things that I love, and the whole reason stop motion holds me back from doing all that is because oftentimes I do not like, first of all, I do not like to voice every single character at once. Like, I am very horrible at changing my voice, as many of you have probably noticed. Not only that, I just genuinely love to bring other people together and actually voice the other characters and give them all their own recognition and their own identity. But it can be very difficult on so many levels when you rely on other people to actually participate in your projects, because either they can, depending on how many people you have involved and depending on how many actors you need or however many actors you desire for your project, it can be quite difficult given, their availability, and just simply finding people in general can be very, very difficult. And that can often cause your shit to get postponed all the time. See, the main reason a lot of people are able to be consistent is because they do literally everything on their own, including the voice acting. Me, I do everything on my own except for the voice acting. So, and just that one very thing can really have a massive effect on it, just all as a whole. So yeah, first things to know is that availability and reliability can be a real hassle. So oftentimes I'm not as active as I would intend to be because my job takes place at nighttime, and I've been trying to get a new job either way, so once this pandemic is over, I should hopefully have a better job that doesn't take place at nighttime and I could just get off early enough to actually be able to film. But genuinely, the core part of it is just simply having to rely on other people. That is what really has the big effect on why I am nowhere near as active as I intend to be. So yeah, that just about sums it up. I just no longer want to feel held back anymore from doing what I love. I don't want to feel held back in life from doing other things. I don't want to fall behind, and I would very much love a fresh start, and I would love a much easier, breathable lifestyle, especially, thus me getting older, I actually am pushing for a freelance job in filmmaking. Oh yeah, which brings me to the point that I missed. But, so yeah, my family really wants me to go to college. I've taken an entire year off from going to school after graduating. But my parents, would like me to have the college experience, and I do plan to go just to get my generals out of the way and at least get an associate's degree. I really don't care to stay in school for that long because, from many people I actually hear that film school can, it's not unreasonable by any means, but would you really be willing to spend all that money when you don't really need to and could easily be just learning based off your experience? And pretty much everything you can learn there, you can learn on YouTube nowadays in our modern age. Of course, film school also has its ups, you know, you get to engage with groups of people and everything. But for me, it's just not really worth it, and I'd rather be doing things on my own time, and I'd rather just have a lot more creative freedom when it comes to just living as a whole. I'd rather be traveling and not be in the same place every day, and I'd rather kind of just be on my own time. Anyways, I really hope that clears the air for you guys. I really do look forward to finishing Shadow of the Vicious and seeing where it takes me, seeing where I evolve, and seeing how my career ends off as a whole. On a side note, the 8-year anniversary for my career in animating is actually next month. Damn, time flies. It's crazy to think it doesn't even feel like it's been that long since I actually started animating. I feel like I was just barely 11 years old and just making stupid little unprofessional looking 1 frame per second stop motion videos. Do I even bother calling it stop motion? It wasn't even manageable. They were only 1 frame per second. So again, I really hope that clears things out for you, and yeah, that's about all I've got for now, but don't worry, I'm still going to be doing stop motion for a good fat minute. So don't leave just yet, I'm just getting started. Steer clear, my friends, and stay tuned for Lord Garmadon versus John Wick Side B right after this video. Maybe a week or 2 after. I don't know. Sometime soon. I also hope to at least finish 2 whole episodes of Shadow of the Vicious this month and have them be put up on YouTube. Anyways, yeah, you get the point. Ganbadu. You're in a movie. Yes. You're not acting, but you're in it.
Rolling on scrapers.
Very much indeed.